What's up, guys? We're here today with Airoh's helmet, the Commander 2. Airoh is an Italian brand from Bergamo, Italy, northern Italy, and the helmets have been around since 1997. The brand does everything from on-road, off-road, all sorts of helmets, and they have a wide swath of athletes that use their helmets. So between all of those top-level riders, Airoh has donned the heads of more than 150 world championships. Pretty substantial since 1997. And what's interesting though is Airoh is actually an acronym. It's not just a name, and it stands for Antonio's Innovative Range of Helmets. Interesting, kind of sounds a little circusy, but the helmets are solid options. So let's get into the Commander 2 and what makes it a solid adventure lid. There are gonna be a few different color options for this. You have like 4 solids, you've got 2 different graphics, and then you've got some color differences within those graphics. Airoh also makes a 6K carbon version, which is gonna run about 680. This solid is 529. So if you wanna get the lightest helmet possible, you can go the full carbon route. It's just gonna cost you a little bit extra money. The helmet is made in sizes extra small through 3XL, and it's gonna have 3 different shell sizes. So you can get your helmet, your size, you don't have to wear a super big shell if you're a medium. Medium large is its own shell, for example. So the shell on this one is going to be a carbon composite. So it uses carbon fiber, Aramid, different fibers to make it as strong and light as possible. Through this helmet on the scale, it's about 3 pounds, 12 ounces. Not super light, but it is an adventure helmet and you kind of got a lot going on here. So other features kind of moving from the top down. Airoh has done a really good job with the aerodynamics of this helmet, actually. You've got kind of a pretty cool stylized helmet here, and just the shape and whatnot. It's pretty interesting. What was really eye-opening to me, the first time I ever rode this with this helmet was on a Ducati Street Fighter V4, interestingly enough, at a little event that the new US distributor had in California early last year. And it was kind of when the wildfires were happening in California, and it was super windy. So I was on a very fast naked bike in a really windy environment with a helmet that has a peak on it, which is not generally the most aerodynamic design for a helmet, right? MotoGP racers are not wearing helmets with peaks on them. I could not believe how well the wind flows through this, and even doing side glances, you didn't get the big wind push that pushes your head back. Pretty incredible. So I think the way they've designed this peak system and just the helmet in general, it's incredibly aerodynamic. It's super good right out of the box for when I was testing this helmet out. Other than that, kind of working from the top down, you've got a dedicated action mount for cameras, GoPros, whatever kind of stuff. You can just pop this thing out. Airoh makes a few accessories, you just pop in there, and then you can get your camera mounted really sturdy. So that's an interesting addition. You can also remove the peak to give it kind of that naked look if you are gonna use it more on the street, because with a visor like this on an adventure helmet, you have a huge eye port. So if you did just wanna run it on the street, or if you're just, commuting on your adventure bike and you don't need the peak for daily use, it'll make it even more aerodynamic, so you have that option. As far as venting goes, you've got just these 2 vents on the top, and then you've got the chin vent here that has a filter in it. There are no exhaust vents, so ventilation could probably be a little bit better. I've realized that most of the time I've worn this helmet has actually been in fairly adverse conditions, so I haven't been out and super hot in it, but again, the fact that it doesn't have any exhaust vents is kind of surprising. And then moving again to the visor, you've got this huge eye port, but it's also ready for a 120 XLT Pinlock. So it's this huge Pinlock to prevent fogging. It also has a sun visor that has its own anti-fogging treatment on it. Again, I spent a lot of time in Canada in the rain in this helmet and had no fogging issues with the sun visor or with the Pinlock, obviously, because it creates that double pane and that little seal that means you don't have to worry about fogging. Super happy with that. The way this visor works is it actually has a locking button here, where if you push it and kind of let it vent a little bit like that, you just get a little bit of airflow, and it has a few detents on its way up, so you can kind of put it where you want it, get it all the way out of the way. You can also remove it completely. If you're just doing an off-road thing and you want to wear goggles, you can pull the thing off. I would suggest pulling the visor off if you're going to do that versus using it on. It just doesn't allow you to get like the really tight fit on your goggles. And so you got the mechanism for the sun visor right here. Drop that down. Works really well. It does, I feel like it goes down far enough that it, really does its job well. It does limit the cardo placement, so I did have to position the cardo a bit further up than I would normally because I'd like to have it back a little bit farther. Airoh does its own communication system, which integrates into this helmet, kind of right here. is where that goes in. The battery comes in through here. So it's a really nice integrated option from Airoh. But if you already have a Cardo, you know, you can totally make it work, and it's got spots for speakers, microphone, everything, you know, especially with this spot for the battery for their proprietary system is just a nice spot to tuck away the wires and whatnot for your comm system. Moving inside the helmet, you have some hair. Moving inside the helmet, you've got a really soft, cushy liner. I wear a medium in most helmets, and this is a super comfortable helmet. I really like the plush inside. It's hypoallergenic, removable for washing. You also have the quick release system, so in case, you know, the worst happens and EMT has to pull the helmet off your head, you can get these cheek pads out of the way so they can be careful with your neck. Their ASN system, which is the Airoh sliding net, which is basically a slip layer similar to like what we see with MIPS to mitigate rotational injury. So cool thing to have in here. Airoh does a few different styles of rotational injury like mitigation. This is one of the more basic ones out of their lineup, but cool to see it. So other things that I'm happy to see with this helmet, they're just having the filter in the chin vent is actually, I've had some helmets that didn't have that and they end up letting a lot of like little particles through, which sucks, you know? So I'm glad that they included that. You also have this variable chin skirt, so you can allow a little bit more air in, keep stuff from flying up in your helmet. The first time I rode with this, it absolutely blew me away with how aerodynamic it was on a bike with no wind protection at all. After using it for, you know, like an 8-day trip in Canada and tons of rain, didn't have any issues getting wet, didn't have any issues with it leaching up a bunch of water into it, no issues with fogging. Again, the comfort is top notch. I really like this helmet, and it's kind of become my go-to adventure bike helmet for that reason. I mean, I haven't had any issues on actual adventure bikes with windscreens and whatnot of all sizes. That trip in Canada, we rode all kinds of different stuff. Overall, really happy with this thing. I'm looking forward to checking out some other options from Airoh because their off-road helmets are first what got me interested in the brand, because they're supposed to be super lightweight, supposed to be a lot of ventilation. So I've always been interested in those. I'm glad to see that they've got a US distributor set up who is going to be able to bring in the whole brand. They continue to bring in more models, and all of that stuff should be available pretty shortly if it's not already. But the Commander 2 is a solid option from Airoh.